Hello, families. I wanted to make a video to share with families so that you can use your home learning code to log your child into the Seesaw app, or if you are using a website, so depending on what kind of device you're on. I highlighted this in yellow. It has an individual code, okay, and I am going to use this code and log into Seesaw. So I'm using an iPad, but you can use an iOS device, an Android, but also you might be using the web if you are on a Chromebook or some type of computer or laptop. I am going to click, you're going to get into Seesaw either through the app or the website. Click I'm a student. So we're going to be able to log in. That code, you can either type it in as I am, or you can copy and paste it in depending on your device. And I'm just going from a paper copy because I didn't want to have too many things going back and forth to make it confusing. So I tried to make this easy and less things for you to look at, just quick directions. So you're going to put the code in. The code would be individual to your child. You shouldn't really share the code. And if you don't log out, you wouldn't need to use it more than once you've signed in that first time. So first message is popping up, and it is asking me to turn on notifications. So you would probably want to have notifications. I'm just clicking no thanks because this is a pretend student. And so, I really don't want notifications. But you would probably want them because, as you can see, underneath where it says the name of the teacher, it's the media specialist, Mrs. Scott in this example, but it's going to have your classroom teacher's name. Journal is where finished work is, and activity, so this would probably be empty if it's the child's first time getting in, but if they've already been using Seesaw, anything that's in there will be on journal. I'm going to click on activities. There were 4 assignments that I had pushed out as assignments, so they're here. The top one is the most recent one, so probably anything underneath would be something old. And lastly is the inbox, and it will have any sort of class announcements, and there's messages, and then if you need to look at a notification. So those are there. But we're going to go into the activities tab. This is not my first take, so I'm not seeing what I expected to see, and I thought I deleted the assignment. But you will see this assignment, and instead of finish response, you're actually going to have a plus button that says add response. I don't know if you can see that right there. I can't make it big enough. Okay, so the plus button would be right where it says finish response. And then there's a set of directions, which you would read over with your child. The teacher may have made a video. They may have made a recording reading the directions to your child, just depending on how the teacher has set the assignment up. So getting into the assignment, if you need to look back at the instructions, you'll notice that at the top there is the directions piece, in case you need to go back. I used the drawing tool. You can use a pencil. You can make it darker if you wanted to. See that? That's like a marker. And you can make it as, bigger, thicker, not thick as you want. Okay. And if you don't like something, you can use the eraser. I'm going to erase my dots. And those are our sort of drawing tools. Over here, we have a text tool that you can type, and you could do numbers if you wanted to. Things that I enjoy. Okay, and then once I'm done, I can move it because it kind of was in a not great spot. And there's a microphone tool if the teacher asks you to record your child maybe reading or talking about They're All About Me. And there's a camera feature if your child was going to take a picture of themselves instead of drawing one. And then under the 3 dots, you'll see you might at some point need shapes. And as you can see, there's some math things in there. That's super helpful. And there's backgrounds. You're probably not going to use the link. But, I mean, I guess if you wanted your paper to look colorful, As you can see, I put green around the edges of it. So just a little creativity. If your child was not done, in the top right corner they can choose draft. Like I didn't put my name on this, so I could choose draft and go back to it. But if I was done, I would press the check mark. And it is now submitting my assignment. And it shows you right here that it's been submitted to the teacher. It says waiting for teacher approval. So that's when you know that it's done. I hope you find this video helpful, and if you have any questions about the Seesaw app, you can either let the teacher know, or you could actually email me if you needed to.